asked my husband and kids to film themselves answering a few Mother's Day questions, but there was one rule. It had to be completely real and uncut, no editing, no redos, and I wasn't allowed to watch or listen to any of their answers until Mother's Day. I literally just placed the clips in order from whoever sent theirs in first to last, so come along with me as we hear their answers for the very first time.
Hey, how y'all doing? It's gonna be a good day. Thank you for having me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Praise God, praise Him. Now, I'm gonna be answering some questions about Mother's Day. For Mother's Day, I'm gonna be answering some questions. Let's do this. What is something Mom has taught you that you'll never forget? Something my mom has taught me that I'll never forget. Always forgive. Forgive, forgive, forgive if we want to be forgiven. My mom has always taught me to forgive. My mom has always taught me to not always look at somebody just based on how they look, how they act. Try to see where they're coming from. That's what my mom has always taught me. She's taught me to forgive somebody, and she's taught me how to look at somebody from the good side and be like, dang, I don't know what they've been through. They might act this way because they don't to get something's happening at home. That's what my mom has always taught me to look at. I try not to judge even though it's hard. But hey, I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to judge because I don't want to be judged by God. Only let God. I've been taught only let God do the judgment, and we don't judge. Anyway, that's question number one. Question number two: what do you think Mom worries about? Mom worries about the bills, how they're gonna get paid. My mom worries about me and Bella and the whole family. My mom constantly worries about how we're doing, what we're doing. She constantly checks up on us. She checks on if we're eating. She takes care of everybody. Mom is constantly worried about if she's obeying or being disobedient to God. She always looks at it, how is this going to help me? How is this going to help my relationship with God? How is this going to help my kids? How is this going to help my relationship with my kids? That's what Mom always worries about and thinks about. Number three, what's a memory of Mom that always makes you smile? Memory of my mom that always makes me smile is I gotta go through my photos, can't lie with you. The memory of my mom that always makes me smile. See, I have so many memories that always makes me smile. I really want to say though, when me and Mom, when I was younger, we always used to go take pictures. We were always doing stuff, and I love that. I love quality time. I love hanging out. So that's one memory of my mom that always makes me smile. Is the fact that we always went to go hang out. The fact that she did so much for me just makes it even more like. The fact that a mother could love you so much and the way that people treat their mom, sometimes I'll be like, bro, look at what your mother has done for you, and this is how you're treating them. But besides that fact, next question, what's something you appreciate about Mom that you've never said out loud? I appreciate how hard my mom works to give everybody everything they want. She really, really works for everything. She works to obey and stay in obedience with God. And I love that she has the mindset to help others, not to help herself, not to be selfish. I forgot what the question was. Hold on. I remember the question. I appreciate the fact that she's always trying to help others, not just herself. My mom is never selfish. My mom would give the last of her last to her kids. And I don't ever say that, but I'm really thankful for you, Mom. And I know at times it doesn't seem like I am, but we are really grateful for you. You would put your last and very last meal of if you had nothing and your kids were hungry and you haven't eaten all day, you would still give them the food. And you would die for us. And And we thank you for that. That's one thing that I appreciate that I can't say out loud. If you could thank mom for one thing, what would it be? I want to thank my mom for always being supportive of me. My mom doesn't call me gay or nothing for wanting to do a baking class. I'm not gay. I just want you to know that I'm as straight as a line. You got me messed up. I can never be gay. I like the opposite gender. I'm into women. Stay back. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said all that. But I love my mom. Hold on, what do you want? Hold on, that's the other question. I want to thank mom for always supporting me, always being there for me no matter what. I want to thank her for always having my back, for always wanting me to be happy. That's one thing that's one thing I want to thank her for. What's the hardest part of being my mom, do you think? Being my mom is I want so much. And I could be prideful at times. I don't know. The hardest thing, I'm very energetic. She constantly has to deal with me blabbering, making hecka jokes, saying hecka jokes. I think that's the hardest part. And the hardest part is giving us provisions for always trying to get us what she wants. That's what I think is the hardest. She constantly works for everything, and I don't want that for her. I want her to stop working. I want it to be like, I don't want the video to be too long, my bad, y'all. But anyway, hold on. Bro, I keep losing this. I think another thing that I think is the hardest part that I always be going against my mom. We don't be fighting, but it'd be like, Mom, can I do this instead of doing that? That's the hardest thing. What do you hope to do for your mom one day? To retire her. She never got to work again. I paid all the bills, everything. Her and Matthew, y'all are good. Stay back. Let me do the work. Let y'all go to a masseuse or something. I pay for all y'all vacations. Go to Cancun every day for all I care. That's what I want to do for my mom one day, to fully retire her where she does not have to work. That's one thing. What's something else mom does that nobody else notices? My mother does not gossip. I'll be talking to my mom about someone in the house. Someone in general. She'll be like, son, they do bad things. They could do wrong, but they're perfect. My mom always has somebody's back when they're not looking. That's one thing nobody else notices. What do you love most about being mom's kid? I love that. My mother is very energetic like me. My mom's funny. We act the same a little bit. But I love being her kid because we just we're so close. We could finish each other's sentences sometimes because we be going back and forth a little bit. But yeah, what do you want mom to know? I want to know that I see how hard you work, mom. I want you to know that I'm thankful for how hard you work for this family, and you're perfect no matter what, and that we all love you no matter what. Don't ever, ever, ever feel ashamed to ask me for something or anything. That's what I want you to know. You could ask your son for anything. I would jump off a hill 1,000,000 times for you. I think all of us would. But that's what I want you to know. You're perfect the way you are. You're not lazy, nothing. You work so hard for all of us. You're the most hardest working woman I know. And I'm going to praise God for that. I'm going to praise God for everything. Love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Y'all have a good one now. Yeah.
Hello, I'm Micaiah, and these are some questions for Mother's Day. The first question is, what do you hope to do for Mom one day? I hope to take her on a nice trip somewhere tropical. The second question is, what's something Mom has taught you that you'll never forget? She taught me how to make some Dominican rice, which I'll never forget. The third question is, what do you think Mom worries about? I think she worries about her kids.
Hi guys, I'm Kiara. I'm the oldest of the bunch, and I'm going to be answering these questions for Mom for Mother's Day. But for the first question, something that I love that mom does, or yeah, something I love that she does, is she's always laughing. And her laugh makes me laugh, which makes it 10 times funnier. And I love that so much about her. She's so warm and loving all the time. It's never a dull moment in our family, in our household, and with her especially. I can say something that's funny, like mildly funny. She would think it's hilarious, and with her laugh, it makes me laugh even more. So I just love that so much about her. Also, one thing that I would want her to know is that she's doing an amazing job. She shouldn't let anybody tell her that she's never going to do a good job or that she's never done a great job. She's done an amazing job. For the fact that she has 2 under 15 and the other 5 above 20s and stuff, she's doing great. Mediator, great with loving on us, making sure we're all loved, we're all catered to, we all have enough attention, and she's just doing the best that she can, and she's doing a great job, in my opinion. Like, best job ever in the world. I would love to be a mom like her. I would say the hardest part about being my mom, or a mom of 7, is the different emotions, the different challenges that we all bring to her, complain to her about. She is our mediator in our family. She has an open ear to everybody. She listens to everything that we all talk about, and she always gives us the advice that she gives, which is great advice. Like, we can either take it or leave it as is, and I always like to take it and ponder on it or whatever and just do with it as I will. It's the best thing about her advice. You done? I need to take a picture. Can I see the questions? I know. I figured you would.
Like, I did all on TikTok. Because it's all a 10-minute video. So I just kept popping it when I'm going. So I'm just looking for the TikTok video.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not drinking. I was going to use it to pop it up.
Oh.
But I didn't like the angle. Yeah. Yeah. One thing that I hope for her one day is that, of course, financially stable with her esposo, that they're living the best life that they can live, that they are having the best retirement that they can have, and that she never has to worry about anything ever in life again. Like, I pray that she and dad can go retire on an island and live out the rest of their days just not having to worry about American problems, as we say in our house. And yeah, I just wish the best for her. I just want her to have the best that she can have, because she gives us the best she can give. And yeah, I'm about to cry. I would say something that she has taught me, being that money management is the best thing. She's taught me about the Lord, mainly. Like, I've been a Christian my whole life, but I feel like living with her and her deep understanding of knowing God, knowing the true God and everything that He does for us, her explaining it is like the best reward ever. Like, it's so amazing, especially like seeing her in awe of God all the time. It's so refreshing to see, and I love that about her. One thing that she does that nobody noticed, well, I don't think that nobody notices, it's just, I don't know, but like, if we're all sitting in the living room, she's at the table, she just finished eating or doing whatever at the table, she's great at tuning us out. Like, she would get on her phone and not hear a single word we say, and we all just be talking to her, and then we'll say her name, and then she looks up like, huh? That is the funniest thing to me, but I think we do notice it. We can all, well, for me, I can tell whenever she's looking down. If I say something once and she doesn't hear me, I already know she's not listening, or she's tuned us out. So I just think that that's something that nobody else notices, I guess. I'm great at reading rooms, I guess.
Okay. Hey, Bella.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Doing good? Okay, I gotta ask you a couple questions today. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, right? And we're gonna celebrate mommy, right? And she wants to know if you know these things, okay? First question. What's mommy's favorite color?
Yellow. Yellow.
Don't push on the table.
Yellow.
What's mommy's... Sir. Shh. Okay, what's mommy's favorite food?
Rice.
Rice? You sure? Okay. How old is your mommy? Is she dinosaur old? Is she rotary phone old? Or is she dirt old? She dinosaur?
I didn't like that.
She not like dinosaur? Okay. You don't know how old she is? That's fine. That's fair. Okay. What makes... Stop swinging. What makes mommy happy?
Excited.
What makes her excited? What is she like?
Happy.
I know, but what makes her happy? Is it ice cream? Is it Jalen? Is it you? Is it... What makes her happy?
Jalen.
Jalen makes her happy? Okay. Well...
Jalen would come, and Jalen would come for her dad's house, and mommy be excited.
She be excited to see him? Yeah. What makes mommy angry?
Upset.
What makes her upset?
To be mad at Jalen.
No, to be mad at Jalen. Okay. Yeah. What do you like to do with mommy the most? What do you like to do with mommy?
Play with her.
You like to play with her? What do you play?
Play castles.
Oh, castles. Okay. That's awesome. What is... Another question for you. What does mommy say a lot? Does she say... What's a word that mommy says all the time?
I don't know.
You know, does she say like that? She say a lot? Or does she say no a lot? Or does she say okay baby?
Okay baby.
She said okay baby a lot?
Yeah, but she said hold on, that's a minute to play with me, and she said hold on a second, and now she play with me.
She said hold on a second and she play with you? She said hold on baby, no, stop with the chair. All right, last question. What do you want to tell mommy for Mother's Day?
Buy makeup.
You want to tell mommy to buy makeup?
Uh-huh.
Okay. And what is the most favorite thing you want to tell mommy too?
Decorate a house for Mother's Day.
To decorate the house for Mother's Day?
Yeah, we have to paint the wall, and we can put decoration in the house, and Mommy can be surprised.
Okay. Do you know mommy's name?
I don't know.
Do you know mommy has a name? What does Micaiah call her?
Yeah.
No, what does Yaya call mommy? What does Mia call mommy? Do you know mommy's name? No? What's mommy's What do Dad call mommy?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay. Well, do you have anything else to say to mommy?
No.
No? You want to tell mommy you love her? And happy Mother's Day. Say it.
Happy Mother's Day, mommy.
Say I love you.
Love you.
I love you. Okay, bye.
Okay, your turn, Daddy.
Family, what's good? What's happening? It is now my turn to answer a few questions pertaining to my beautiful, beautiful wife. And one of the questions that's asked, one of the first questions that's asked is, what's a moment as a mom that made you fall more in love with her? And I can honestly say there have been so many moments, but I'm going to pick one in particular, and that was the time that she actually gave birth to Isabella. There's no comparison to Jesus, of course, but of course Christ already knew he was going to die. He knew the date. He was God. He knew the time. And my wife, we picked the date. We knew the time that's going to cut her open, and she still went through it like a trooper. And it showed me that level of sacrifice that you women go through to birth children, to have children, to nurture children, to deal with children is on another level. The pain that you have to go through, the tolerance that you have to have, it is on another level. Motherhood is on another level, y'all. I don't care what any man has to say. When my wife went through her C-section, she went through the whole not being able to eat this, that, and the whole spiel of having to literally sacrifice her body for a time to bring in another life was everything for me. I saw it firsthand. I saw it from the beginning. I saw it to the very follow through. I was there recording. Actually, I wasn't supposed to, but I actually recorded them cutting her open and bringing Bella out of her and rearranging her guts and stomach and all of that. So that to me was a moment I felt so deeply more in love with my wife, as if I wasn't already in love. But that sacrifice, it said everything about her as a person. There are a lot of women that will not they will not do that. They will not deal with that. But because my wife is such a loving woman, such a caring person, and she is a servant, and she's a servant to the Lord, and also she's a servant to this family, not in a bad way, but she serves, and we want to serve her. So that was the moment when I realized that, yeah, I love her even more, because I don't know if I could have did that, but I digress. What do you wish she knew about how you saw her? I wish she knew that I saw her every day as my other half, as my co-laborer. I wish she saw what I saw in her. That's why I think I depend on her to some degree to accomplish things, because I look at my wife in such a way as the anointed, blessed, powerful woman of God that she is. And I don't even know if she looks at herself like that sometimes, but I see her every day as like literally what the Bible describes, my Proverbs 31. I don't have to look far, look high, look low. She is that. She is my Proverbs. She is a virtuous woman in all senses of the word. Does she have a short temper at times like anybody else? Yes. Does she like to talk a lot? Yes. Does she like to spend too much sometimes? Yes. But my wife is amazing. I'll take all of that every day versus the wild and out woman. My wife is amazing. And I hope she knows that I see her in such a way. I see her as I don't want to say she's delicate, but I see her as my delicate flower. And my job is to take care of her, is to provide for her, not like God. My job is to provide for her, provide a safe environment, provide love, provide respect, provide care, provide all these things for her. And I want her to see herself. I want her to know that I see her like that. I see her as a powerful woman, yet gentle. I see her as a strong woman, yet weak at times. So, babe, I want you to see me. I want you to see yourself how I see you, which is amazing, beautiful, incredible. I don't have enough adjectives to describe how blessed she is. So Another question: what's something she does for the kids that nobody talks about? The sacrifice. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. Like, my wife has arranged where these little kids have college funds. We secretly pay other accounts so that they can have stuff later in life. They don't know about this, but my wife does a lot behind the scenes and in the forefront, in their face. Giving, cooking, serving, loving, hugging, listening to the freaking thousands and thousands of conversations that end up happening when you got such a big household. My wife is constantly telling me my mind is jello right now. I've had so many conversations with every kid, literally, that I see that, and nobody else knows about that, and nobody else talks about that because they don't really know, and yeah, nobody's gonna appreciate that more than the Lord. And babe, one day when you're standing before Him, He's gonna acknowledge that. It's not even gonna be about the people on this earth that acknowledge it. It's gonna be about Him, the sacrifice that you put into this family and this relationship. What's a memory of her with the kids that you'll never forget? It's got to be when we went to Texas. My wife was so gung-ho going to Texas because she wanted to meet Matthew. She wanted to reconnect with the other children. And it was, I saw another side of her. She was like, these are my kids. And I can say this. From the time we started dating and she found out that I had 5 kids, to the time we got engaged, to the time that we've been married, almost 7 years, those have been her children. She's never once been like, them your babies. She's taken them on wholeheartedly. And if there was one word that I could say, or one saying that I could say about my wife, I would say, babe, you gonna bleep that out though, right? Yeah. For real though. Like, my wife is amazing. And there aren't enough words to describe how much she sacrificed. And I want you to know on Mother's Day that the one thing I don't say enough is that I appreciate you. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Everything that you do, every sacrifice, everything that you so give up for this family and for me as a husband. I just want you to know I love you, and I don't want to say that, but I'm all in. I'm all in 100,000% till the wheels fall off. I'm all in to make this thing, to get to the status that we want to get to for the kingdom. Matthew 6:33, seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and everything else will be added unto us. I'm all for it. I'm all in, babe. And I just want you to know I love you, and I'm all in with you. I don't want to do this with nobody else. I don't need nobody else. I have you and my Proverbs 31 virtuous woman, my amazing, beautiful. Let me stop. Okay. Get a little high flash here, but my wife is amazing and beautiful. And I love her. Y'all be blessed, never stress, and never, ever, ever settle for less.
What's one thing that my mom has taught me that I'll never forget, and that is to have, first of all, to put God first and to seek Him first in my life, but to also have self-respect and to have boundaries and to put myself first, but in a way that's not like, oh, it's my world, but in a way where I am living the life that God wants me to live, but also I have boundaries and I know when to say no. So that's something that she did teach me. I think mom worries about our salvation the most, and just us falling far, but not that we'll do something crazy, but just that, we'll fall off the course. I think that's what worries us, what worries our mom. I think around the time that we were doing wedding shopping and stuff, my favorite memory is just hanging out with her and Jalen and just spending time together and just building that relationship so early on. I just think about those days, and that's what I hold on to, because I know she's the same person, and that's who I've come to love and will forever love. So yeah. One thing I do appreciate about her is her tenacity, if that makes sense. Just how strong she is, how patient she is, and how she don't play no games. I love that about her, and that's really who I aspire to be. But that is one of my favorite things about her, but also in a way where it's it's loving, it's caring. She's
real, but in a loving way. So I love that about her. Mama, I thank you for just loving me. That's what I could thank you for, is love and prayers go way further than anything. You know, words can go in one ear, come out the other, but like it's about who you are as a person, how you treat us, and how you love on us. And so people remember not just what you say, but how you treat them. So that's just the main thing that I think of when I think of my mom. I think the hardest thing about being our mom, though, is just like navigating not only children but also grown adults. I feel like that could just be a very wide spectrum, and so I could see how that could be pretty hard at times. But also on top of that, being a wife and being, you know, so present in every aspect, and you know, having her own life. So I think that just may be hard. But I don't. One thing I want to do for her one day is take her on an all-girls vacation. Like, we're just gonna go out the country. We're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna have a good time. We can go to Jerusalem. We can go visit the tombs. Like, I just want to take her somewhere where we have a girls trip and she just gets to enjoy her time and just be with us. I think things that we don't notice, like in the physical realm, is probably the prayers, but definitely notice in the spiritual realm. So that's one thing that goes unnoticed, I think, a lot, but not really, if that makes sense. And that's always a praying mother is an amazing thing. What I love most is just being associated with Brenda. Like, being associated with Brenda Hubbard is an amazing thing. And so her being my mom is just also a great thing, because I have someone who can lead me. I have someone to look up to. I have someone who I can rely on, someone who is never going to change. And that's one thing I do love about her, but that is, you know, the one thing. Mom, I want you to know that I love you so much, that I appreciate you, that I cherish you, that we love that God brought you into our lives, and the blessings that have come since knowing you. So we're very thankful. I'm thankful. I love you so much, and I just can't wait till we're all together soon in the same state and just able to enjoy fellowship together. Love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for loving on me personally, especially through the darkest season of my life. Like, that was not an easy task. I can't imagine that. So I thank you for being there for me and my baby, and how you mother is how I want to be a mom. So I love you, and I hope you have a great Mother's Day.
Hey everyone, this is Matthew. I'm Matthew. I'm the third oldest out of the 7 kids, and I'm here to answer some of the questions that my mom sent me. And I just wanted her to know that I'm truly blessed to have her in our lives. She is like the person that holds this family together, that gets everyone in line, whoever is going through something, struggling, and just, she's a great person, a great mother figure to all of us. She is our bonus mom. She is like a mother to all of us, and I really love her, and so thankful that God has truly blessed us to have her in our lives. And we love you so much. I love you so much, and just can't wait to experience more journeys with you as the years go by, and just have fun. And I love you.
Hello, I'm Mia, and I'm going to be answering some questions in regards to Mother's Day. So, the first question is, what's the hardest part of Brenda being my mom? I would say the hardest part is just us being very similar. So I feel like we can clash heads at times, but it's also a blessing because we are very similar. We know what each other does and doesn't like. So we're very particular with things, and we can agree on a lot, I think. But we're also our own individuals. Second question is, what do you hope to do for Mom one day? One thing that I want to do for many people, but especially for Brenda, would be to bless them in a generous way. I already pray to be like a generous giver, and so I hope to give Brenda back something more so in a monetary way, because I hope that by that time I will have, my adult job and all my finances in order to where I can bless Brenda with, I don't know, it could be a trip, it could be a gift like a purse, like a really high-end purse or clothing, something of that sort, something that she would like. Even she's been talking about, what is it, like the ice cream machine, the creamy, those things, like one of those really expensive food processing machines. So that's something I hope to give her one day, just to thank her for her taking on the role and stepping up and being a second, like a bonus mom for us. The third question is, what's something mom does that nobody else notices? I feel like there are a lot of things that can be like overlooked. Just the way that she can understand each and every one of us. She already knows what we might ask before we come up to her, or how we're feeling before we even say something, just based off of our face or the emotions we're expressing. I feel that's something that she picks on. She can notice very easily, quite easily. And then the fourth question is, what do you love most about being her child? Just all the love and kindness she's so freely giving to us, and just setting us up for life. She has given me and my siblings a lot of great life lessons, financially, emotionally, spiritually, I would say is a big one for me. She's been a very important person, I would say, in my walk with Christ, to lean on, to have in person, and to come to whenever I need, any confirmation, because I already know that she already knows what's going on in my life sometimes before I even share these things, because she prays and she's so devout in her walk, which is a blessing to have someone like that. So it's just amazing that she can always be there and guide us when a lot of things in the world want to come against you. It's amazing to have someone care for you, to show to be an embodiment, a vessel of Christ, to display those fruits daily. But, we're all human, but it's still, that's the good part of it. She's very real, and, that comes with living life, but also living a new life with Christ. The fifth question is, what do you want mom to know? I want to let her know that I am so blessed and honored to call her mom, Brenda, stepmom, whatever title I want to give her. I just want to let her know that she's been very important in my life, in the things unknown and unseen to me. She's always been praying and always wanting the best for me, even when, in my late teen years of wanting to be super independent and do things on my own and kind of be rebellious, but not doing crazy things like, drugs and all that stuff. Just the emotional part of it, of having high tension. But I'm just very honored to have her be a very important figure. I don't think she understands how much I seek her approval, or like her commentary. I really, really appreciate and take it in. And I just want her to know that it means a lot to me, because I don't open up easily to some people, and she's one person that we've had to really, really build that relationship, and it shows now, like, truly where we've come from and where we are, and where we can still go. It's not finished. There's still so much for us to do together, experience together, make memories, and so on. And then the sixth question is, what's something mom has taught you that you'll never forget? The one thing right now I would say is Brenda has taught me a lot about finances and just opening up that world to me and having those connections. It's like, it really is amazing to help, like, she's wanting to help set me up for life, which is like, not many people can say that or have those opportunities. And that's something she's teaching me right now with just, like, a Roth IRA, emergency funds like savings account, getting your credit score up, and looking for my own place, just those sort of things, and just being there to teach me that. It's actually, like, it's something that we might take for granted, but it's such a big impact for our future, because these things will be something that I can tap into and withdraw from in the future when I'm an adult, because she allowed me to, she was able to teach me, and I was willing to take it in. So it's something that I will never forget, because I can look back and think about where this even started. But let's end it on a really, really high positive note. I would say the last question is, if you could thank mom for one thing, what would it be? And I will end off on this question. I want to thank her. I want to thank Brenda for every meal she's made, every habit that she's instilled into us without us even knowing. It's just become a habit. Just her being able to mold and shape us into, being able to shape me into the young woman that I am. Obviously, it's through God, by God, but He uses her daily. He uses both my parents daily, but without Him placing her in my life, I would truly say I wouldn't be the person that I am today. I don't know who or what I would be, but I'm just grateful and super blessed and honored for Brenda to be so open, coming into this covenant with my dad and this marriage, and taking on the children he had, and just loving us and caring for us as her own, even though others, may say whatnot. But I'm just truly, truly blessed and honored, and want to say Happy Mother's Day to Brenda. And pray for so many more happy memories, and I'm just really thankful. I love you. Bye.
My family, thank you for making me feel so loved, appreciated, and seen. Being a wife and mom isn't always easy, but moments like these remind me of how truly blessed I am. Thank you guys. Thank you for the laughter, the hugs, the chaos, the memories, and even the little everyday moments that often go unnoticed. Each one means more to me than you could ever know. To my husband, thank you for loving me through every season and for being my partner in this beautiful journey of life and family. To my children, all of you, yes, all 7 of you, thank you for making me a mom, a mommy, Brenda, a bonus mom. Watching each of you grow and go through different seasons of life is one of the greatest gifts God has ever given me. No matter how busy life gets, these are the moments I'll cherish forever. I love you all more than words could ever fully express. Thank you. Thank you for these videos, the real, the uncut, the funny, the special moments. Thank you for it all. I love y'all.